What is going on, guys? Back up here, Tech here, back with another tips for your MacBook, whether you have the MacBook Air, MacBook Neo, MacBook Pro, or even the desktop, whether it's the Studio or the iMac. Today, I'm going to show you how to access Time Machine and how to reformat your hard drive to use Time Machine. So what Time Machine is basically a way of backing up your entire computer. Now, it's not the same thing as backing up into the iCloud, as that uses specifically Apple's files, which is basically what is the same thing as Dropbox for Microsoft, or using like Office or Word documents. Those are all backed up in the cloud. That's designed to back up specifically files or sometimes photos if you put them in the files. But in order to back up your computer to a hard drive, so that in case something happens to your computer, you can simply restore it when you get a new one. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to be using a small little thumb drive that I have. And typically, when you're going to be using a backup hard drive for your computer, you want at least a 1 terabyte size or larger. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with my thumb drive. I'm going to plug it in. It's going to show it to you on the desk, and this will show you exactly on your desktop when you plug in a hard drive. You may have to format it if it doesn't show it, but we will go through that when it shows it on here. So as you can see, this is my little thumb drive. It's a small thumb drive. It's about I think it's a 256, might be, yeah, 256 thumb drive. So as you can see, it's just a normal thumb drive. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to erase this. This way we can format it. So you right click on your mouse pad or on your mouse if you have a mouse, hit erase disk. Now here is where it's going to ask you for your name, formats, and other options. So by default, you want to say APFS, Apple File Systems. The only time you ever use exFAT is if you want to use the hard drive on both your Windows device as well as a Mac. So if you're using both Windows and Mac, you want it to be formatted to the exFAT. But since I am not using a PC for this, because I already have a external hard drive for my PC build, we're going to be using the APFS Apple filing system. So we're going to hit erase. It's going to ask us, do you want to erase this? We're going to say yes. And then also, if you want to change the name, you can simply just change the name into Time Machine if you wanted to. That way you can plug it in and it'll show you that, but we're just going to leave it as SanDisk. So again, it's going to ask me, do I want to erase this? Once you erase this, anything that was on the drive of your drive that you had, once it's erased, it's gone forever. So make sure you have everything replaced off of that drive. So we're going to hit erase. It's going to remove the hard drive, and it puts it back on. So as you can see, it's back over here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go into settings, system settings. You can also go to your dock and you can just hit on system settings. And then from here, this is your main menu. We're going to stay in general because that's where by default it'll always go to. We're going to select Time Machine. From here, it's going to say what your Time Machine does. We're going to hit Add Backup. So we're going to click on Add Backup. It's going to show the SanDisk, or it's going to show whatever hard drive you have plugged into. As I said before, you want to make sure you have a minimum of at least 1 terabyte of storage. But since I have a smaller drive, we're going to set up the disk anyway. And I'm not going to use this to back up my computer because I'm sure I'm going to have a lot more storage. I'll need a lot more storage, as I've had this MacBook Neo for just over a month and a couple of days. And I will be doing a review on the MacBook Neo, my experiences with it, and why I love this machine. So we're going to set up disk. It's going to say, because I have a SanDisk, it's going to say, disk not recommended. A larger disk more than 490 is recommended for backup this Mac. Now, if you're going to be using a small drive, then yes, you do. You don't need to worry about it. You can always just select what you want to back up on it, and it'll automatically back up on it. But if you want it to, again, back up your entire computer, you're going to want at least 1 terabyte or more. Now, the next thing you're going to have is encrypting your backup. Now, if you do this, make sure you use a password that you remember, because once you forget it, it's going to be very hard to try and back up your Mac if you don't have the password enabled on it. So I'm actually going to disable it because I don't need it. Now it says disk usage limit. This basically allows you to curate the amount of size you want to use on your external hard drive. I'm just gonna leave it at none, but if you want to customize it, you can customize it to whatever space size you want to use for backup. We're just gonna hit none. Once you do that, you hit done, and then it's preparing the disk. Now it shows it right there. Now it's saying that it wants to back up the hard drive. Now we're actually going to stop this, and I'm going to show the options on what you can do. So while it's doing that, you hit the plus button. Not available because it's setting up the disk, so we have to wait for that. Now options, here is where you can have it back up every hour, every day, or every week. We're actually going to set to manually because that's what I want. And then we're actually also going to, while we're in it, it shows exclude from hard drive. So if I want to exclude certain files, I hit on tap, and then whatever I want to select, I can use that to exclude from the backup, and then I hit exclude, and it will add it. But what we're going to do is we're actually going to stop this once the countdown is done. And once it's done, then I'm going to show there's a right click way to actually do this. That way you don't have to worry about plugging it in and having to do it, having it done automatically. So I'm going to let it count down. Once it's done counting down, I'm going to hit this little X right here. Then it's going to say skipping. This is just if you want to manually do it yourself. Otherwise, if you do it the other ways, as I said before, if you do it the other ways, whether it's every hour, every day, or every week, it's totally up to you on how you want to do that. But if you do it that way, it will generally give you a notification that you haven't backed up your machine in like that hour or within that day or within that week. But I prefer to do it manually. And as you can see, it's showing my SanDisk right here. That is the Time Machine logo for Time Machine. But if I wanted to manually do this, which I have it set to, I would just simply right click, hit back up to SanDisk now, and then that's it. So when I refer to, if you want to exclude certain files or folders from your backup, you hit again option, you can hit plus, and then say I didn't want downloads included in the backup, I would simply hit download, hit exclude, and then now it's going to say exclude from the backup my downloads or anything else that I want to add from this. And then once I'm done, that's it. Now, if I want to change that and say I do want to downloads the next time, I would just simply just select it, hit the minus button, hit done, and then from now on, if I tap on options, it will always have whatever I had recently done there. Otherwise, that's really all there is to backing up your time machine. Again, just make sure that you have a hard drive that's at least a terabyte of storage. That way you can store up everything you want. And if you only want certain things on that external hard drive, again, you can simply just add or remove them whenever you want to when it comes to doing your backup, as well as you can decide when you want to do the backup manually, automatically every hour, every day, or every week. That depends on like how you use your Mac. But for me personally, I would do it when I feel like wanting to do it because I don't like to want to connect my hard drive to my computer every hour, every day, because you may forget and you get a notification and then you end up doing it like say in a week or so or in a couple of days. So it's just best for me personally just to do it manually, but you do whatever works for you. And that's all that I've got for you guys. Again, well, thank you guys for watching. If this video was helpful, please give me a thumbs up as these likes do help me create better content. And stay tuned for more tips and tricks on MacBooks. Now, I will be doing a review of my MacBook Neo. I've had it for about a month and almost a month and a week. And I'll be doing a review on that as well as some of the accessories that I use for my MacBook Neo. That's all that I've got. Again, I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Enjoy your week.